Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bourbon Battles. My name's Joe. Hey, we got a great episode for you today. It's one of our favorites to do. It's a blind battle. Let's tell you all about that right after this. So if this is your first time joining us, you might wonder what a blind battle is and what are we talking about blind. So we've got a drawer back here. It's got a bunch of manila envelopes in it. Inside those envelopes are two little sample bottles and an envelope with the answer key. We're going to have no idea what I'm drinking. You're going to know what I'm drinking, but I don't have any idea because I want to give you an honest review. And why do we do this, you might ask? It's because we don't give a rat's ass what's on the label. We just like good whiskey. We don't want to be influenced by the label. Stuff like this right here, right? Blanton's, everybody's got to have it, right? Go back to our episodes, go to our search bar on our YouTube page, and you can see everything that we have found blind that is better than this. It's worth checking out. So, hey, without any further ado, let's get right in there and see what's going on. All right, random envelope. So this is how this works. Manila envelope, let's rip her open. Answer key, let's put that there for later. Sample bottles 1 and 2. See what we got going on here. See if I can do these. They're always backwards to me, so they're frontwards to you. If that makes any sense what I just said. Number 1. Number 2. So we're going to give you an honest review of this. Put this horsey away. See what we think about both these. We're going to nose on them. And hey, if you're wanting a bunch of tasting notes, you might be at the wrong place. And I'm going to explain to you why. Tasting notes are such a individualized thing, right? Everybody's palate's different. Everybody's nose is different. Everybody tastes and enjoys different things. What I take as a baking spice note, you could take as a totally different note. Brown sugar, vanilla, maple, all those things are kind of the same note overall. It's just how your mind perceives them and what memories it attaches them to. So I was able to take a class from Stave and Thief Society, staveandthief.com right there. I took the Executive Bourbon Steward class. It's a little expensive, but what you get makes it not so expensive. I've got a sensory kit where I can really start picking out these nuances, and it's really helped me develop my palate. I've been doing this for a while. I've been into bourbon for a while. I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but that Stave and Thief thing is really, really cool. And they've got entry-level classes that are about the price of a good bottle of whiskey, a decent bottle of whiskey, not even a great bottle of whiskey. I highly recommend. If you watch this, staveandthief.com, sign up for that entry-level class at minimum. I learned what I thought I knew a lot until I took that class. A little bit of ethanol in the nose there, which means it's kind of astringent. You know, you can taste the alcohol, so it's either high proof or it could be low quality whiskey, or they've chosen at the distillery throughout the process to let some of that stuff come through to the final product to give it its taste. It's not off-putting. It's a little spicy, but it doesn't drink real hot. You guys know what I'm drinking. Let's try number 2 here. I just did a review of a expression from Spirits of French Lick, and I get a lot of these same notes. A lot of the same notes I typically get out of like Willett pot still or pot stilled stuff in general. Got a good nose to it. I like those notes. I like Willett pot still. I'm not a whiskey snob. That's pretty good. I'm going to go back through them here, taste them again, then I'm going to pick a winner. Typically, these blinds are paired up for a reason, right? There's something similar about them. Number 1. Not bad. So then I'm going to grade it, right? I'm going to say how much more I like the winner than the other. In this case, I'm going to say I like the winner a lot better, which means One of these, who I picked the winner to be, I like a lot better than the other one. So I'm going to pick number 2 as the winner. You guys know what that is, so let's just get right into it because curiosity killed the cat, and I'm dying to know what that is. I believe I've had both of these before. It just tastes familiar to me. So let's look at number 1 first. I did not pick number 1. I did not think it was bad. I just didn't think it was as good. Number 1 is Blade & Bow. This doesn't surprise me. The distiller is a combination of bourbon distilled by the Stitzel-Weller Distilling Company and other straight bourbons that we don't know what they are. The mash bill is undisclosed. The proof is 91 proof. Fun fact, Blade & Bow has these collectible keys that hang on there. Blade & Bow is named for the main components of a key. Why name a bourbon after parts of a key? Because that was what was decorated at the door of the Stitzel-Weller distillery in the past. The 5 keys were mounted on the door, represented the 5 tenets of whiskey making: grains, yeast, fermentation, distilling, and aging. So, and if you get all 5 of the keys, right, you could take those down to the distillery and you get a gold chalice and, right, all this marketing hoopla. It's not bad. I think they're doing great things. And Stitzel-Weller is steeped so deep in history, it's worth going. I've never actually been to Stitzel-Weller. If my wife is watching this, my birthday is next week. Let's go to Stitzel-Weller. I'd really like to check that one out. So let's get into the winner of this one. Let's get a little dab of this. Talk about it as we reveal it, because I did pick this. It's got a huge rush of cinnamon that time. Willett Pot Still. Go back and rewind and watch this video and tell me I didn't say that I get those Willett Pot Still notes, and I actually like Willett Pot Still. This was not set up. The mash bill is undisclosed. Obviously, Willett's a distiller. Willett Pot Still Reserve was originally introduced as a single barrel beginning in 2008. Around 2015, it was quietly changed over to a small batch bourbon. Chad and I have reviewed the old and the new Willett Pot Still before. I don't remember how it shook out, but I'm pretty sure we both picked the old Willett Pot Still. Willett Pot Still is good. And dare I say, it's buried back there. I'd show it to you. I'll put a picture of it up here, right here, right, holding it in my hands. Willett Pot Still probably has the best glassware in all of spirits, not just bourbon, all of spirits. It beats Blanton's hands down. It beats all of this stuff. It's a beautiful, beautiful bottle. If you've never had a bottle of Willett Pot Still, I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to find, but check it out. Don't listen to all the BS nonsense on Facebook about how everybody says it sucks. I like it. I just picked it, and I picked it over Castle and Key. Castle and Key's got a reputation for being a great alternative to Blanton, so check that out. Do this stuff with your friends. Go on Amazon and get you some of these bottles. Set them up for your friends when they come over so they can try things blind with you. Have your wife, your neighbor, your daughter, your son, whoever, label them for you so you don't even know. I didn't know what these were. So you can do this at home, and you might be really surprised what you come up with. But hey, remember, drinking bourbon is supposed to be fun. Do it with your friends, but do it responsibly. And no matter what you do, don't drink and drive. Cheers.
If you drink, don't drive to the watermelon crawl.